Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here for the final episode of season 1 in our McLaren driver career mode. For the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix we've got a good amount of R&D points, so we're going to go ahead and potentially do an upgrade. We went for the fuel. We're going to redo the rear wing. Yes we are. And we head into qualifying. Yes, indeed we do. And you could see there, the rain is in mixed conditions, not dry. So that should be interesting. So here we are then, um, well in the session you could see we had a fault as we jump onto our first lap and we miss the apex of turn 1 by an absolute mile. As we run wide at turn 3 and invalidate our lap, so not the best start to qualifying. We then jump onto our second lap, heading into the final sector through the newly profiled long left-hander instead of the triple chicane. As we now head into the hotel section, so here corners are much more flowing, no 90 degrees anymore, but like round curved. Well, curve should be curved, but like, you know what I mean. Anyway, heading into the final corner, brake where the white line is for the pits entry line, and across the line it's going to be P4 for now, 1 minute 24.0, and we're going to jump onto the final lap. So brake at the 100-meter board, try and hit the apex. We didn't hit it too well, and the exit wasn't great either, so we're actually 10th down. You can actually cut that curb on the inside, I didn't know at the time. And into the hairpin brake where the curb starts. We missed the apex, but you can definitely hit the apex. I had a league race, a social race at Abu Dhabi after this race, so I know where to brake now. We got down to P5 as Science overtakes us, setting a new fast lap into the chicane brake just before the 100. We hit that pretty nicely, and you can see we actually gain about 2/10 almost. So we're half a tenth up, heading into the final sector. Can we carry this through? As we're currently 1.5 tenths down on max as we run a bit wide through the double left, but we get the exit. But you can see we actually invalidate on the exit as we run a tiny bit wide. So that is it with qualifying for us. P7, I think. Yeah, we're P7. Lando P5. So we'll see what we can do, but I think it's time for the race.
We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome to the Yas Marina circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's an unusual race day today at the Yas Marina circuit, where wet conditions like this are fairly uncommon. 16 corners here, 7 to the right and 9 to the left. We won't be seeing any DRS assistance unless things dry out a lot later on in today's Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. Edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Perez, a McLaren and Leclerc, Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Hamilton, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Bottas, Vettel, Tsunoda, Guan Yu Zhou. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Kevin Magnussen, Albon and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Well, it's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, Perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Or as a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
So here we are then on the grid for the final race of the season for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's going to be inters all the way through. As we lower the fuel, we're going to underfuel the car quite a bit here by 1.1 laps. And we're going to head into the formation lap, as we've actually been moved up to P5 and our teammates been moved up to P3 due to grid penalties. So maybe we can get another podium, or at least McLaren. So we're gonna line up on the grid. Can we nail the lineup? Yes, we can. 0.4 meters, that's perfect. So we're gonna wait for the rest of the grid to line up, and then hopefully get a good start and have some fun in the final race of the season. It's the first time I've had to drive in non-dry conditions at Yas Marina. But here we go then. Everyone's lined up. The lights are coming on. We've got 4 lights, as we've got 5 red lights, and we are underway for the final time this season. As you can see, a bit of a moment, but then the second phase was very nice as we fly past Perez, try and go to the inside of our teammate, and it kind of works out as he's still there, but he doesn't get the traction, and we gain 2 positions up into P3. So again, like in Zandvoort, we get a very, very nice start. But as you'll see, moving on in this race, that was about it, as we didn't really have the pace in the wet. It was also my first time in the wet on this game, not only Abu Dhabi. So yeah, gap to Max already a second, and I'm not sure what happened to Lando, as he dropped 2 positions. Might have taken him wide with us through one of the corners. As you can see, we're just really struggling with balance and traction, as we've now got Checo on our outside, trying to overtake us. I'm gonna try and hold on, but you can see I'm really cautious on throttle, and we just lost like half a second to Max through the corner. But we hold on to P3 for now, as actually Perez tries to go around the outside. I'm not sure if he locked up and hit us, or if he actually tried to go around the outside. But Norris back up to P5. That's good. We then jump to lap number 4, and we get a virtual safety car, and Lando just flies past us. No idea how the game let him, and I don't know how we've already got 6 seconds on our delta. So very weird, but yeah, Lando's pass. If since he's our teammate, I like still let it go without flashbacking. But if it would have been someone else, not in our teammates, then I'd probably flashback that, which I should either way, to be honest. But anyway, we get back underway, as Leclerc is gonna attack us straight away here to the outside of the hairpin. I found out it can just go a bit deep and get a good exit, because my straight line speed is actually pretty good, because I was on a dry setup. So yeah, Leclerc, well, AI straight line speed is obviously unmatched. So he's gonna go to the outside into the chicane, as we're gonna go nice and defensive. You can see a bit of a moment which squeezes him, and I think that made him back out. You can see gap to Norris ahead already, 3 seconds. Then jump to the end of lap number 5. We missed the apex of the penultimate corner, and Leclerc just absolutely steams past us. No idea how he did that. Anyway, Lewis sticking his nose up the inside there. I can't make a move stick just yet. And that was it already. I mean, we just didn't have the pace, really. Alonso got past us too, so did Norris. We finish in P6 and P4 for the final race of the season.
Alright, I know it's been a rough year, but let's try to stay positive. Even the greats had some
rollercoaster season, but they can go into the winter with their heads held high after an emphatic victory here today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
But it's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon, no hesitation. He put in a performance today that's only going to build further upon his already growing reputation.
Nothing can challenge the leaders in the Constructors' Championship at this point. But, so then, Ferrari have now moved out of sight and out of reach. It's another triumph for the Italian team as they claim the World Constructors' Championship.
So that was it then with this episode. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, as I'm really trying to hit 100 subs as soon as possible. If not, I've already reached them. But yeah, that's season 1 done. Be sure to not miss season 2, as I'll try and keep uploads as consistent as I can. School's gonna start sometime soon when this is being released. But until next time, take care and goodbye.